Hello, friends. Today we are going to talk about some of my reactions, my paradigms, the way I look at the world. I am no extraordinary, no genius. But yes, when I look at the things, I look at them very minutely. I always look around what is happening around me. Somebody asked me that I read a lot of books. I said, yes, I used to. But now for the years together, I have not read many books. Every time I meet a person, every time I have 15 to 18 people in the classroom, each one each one of them is a book. हर इंसान एक किताब है, पन्ना पर पन्ना, बस आपको खोलना आना चाहिए. Some of my thoughts, once again I thought I'll discuss with you. Be humble but don't bend too much. People will use you as a footmat. सहयोगी बनिए, प्यारे बनिए, अच्छे बनिए, पर इतना भी तो न झुकिए कि लोग आपको पायदान समझ के पीठ पे पाँव निकाल के निकल जाएं. I think indirectly I've been talking about assertive leadership, one of the most important component of the personality. Surprisingly, I used to say in the class that 80 to 90% trainings in the world are based on leadership. You can be a doctor, engineer, a management expert, a pharmacist, but ultimately what pay in the life is not your discipline. Ultimately what makes you good and acceptable are your human skills, and leadership is one of them. Feelings are the most marvelous part of personality. If you respond, they grow. If you ignore, they die. And if you learn the art of respecting the feeling of others, then you maintain the sustainable, loving relationships for life. I met a person other day, and it was a lady. And we were talking about relationships. And she told me that she has a friend which she trusts more than her husband too. I was surprised, I was shocked, but there's nothing to be shocked. हर संबंधों में शादी तो मुमकिन नहीं. कुछ ऐसे मधुर संबंध भी बनते हैं जीवन में जो सालों साल चलते हैं. Never close a relationship permanently. Withdraw slowly. You never know who all become important for you sometime in your life. I have written a poetry. I have a video on this subject, a Hindi video, which highlight and say, किसी को 2 पल, कुछ दिन, कुछ महीने भी आपने सच्ची मोहब्बत की है और किसी वजह से वो रिश्ता अंत के कगार पे आ गया, तो उसको हमेशा के लिए क्लोज मत कीजिए. एक छोटी सी खिड़की, एक छोटा सा दरवाज़ा हवा आने के लिए खुला छोड़िए, और पता ही नहीं इस अनिश्चित दुनिया में कौन किसी को काम आ जाए, ज़रूरत पड़ जाए. Running of economies has finally taken precedence over health. Now take all precaution yourself. People suffered a lot in pandemic, but governments all over the world are now telling to the people that we have run the government. So you better take care of yourself. All distances, masks, sanitizers. Learn to be stiff and assertive in life. If you act like a wax, people will bend you, twist you, or even burn you from the both sides like a candle. थोड़ा सा थोड़ा सा एटीट्यूड तो होना चाहिए, थोड़ा सा रुतबा तो होना चाहिए, नहीं तो लोग मोमबत्ती बना के आपको दोनों तरफ से जला डालेंगे. I think again we are talking about assertiveness. Your ability to say yes and no. I used to feel so bad in my classroom scenario when the people around 60 to 70 to 80% sometimes say कि सर हर वक्त मुँह से हाँ निकलती है, ना नहीं निकलती. So please learn to say no. Friendship isn't about who knows you longer. It is about who come and never left your side and stayed with you for the longer. दोस्ती वो नहीं जो कितने दिन कितना वक्त चलती है. दोस्त वो है जो आपके साथ खड़ा रहता है. It's very strange sometimes she doesn't talk to you. But in spite of the fact, he or she is always standing beside you. I have written a poem on it, a very small poem कि जिस वक़्त मुझे तेरी सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत थी, उस वक़्त आप मेरे साथ नहीं थे. Somewhere between our messages, talk, arguments, conflict, fight and reconciliation, I just fell for you. मोहब्बत की बात है दोस्तों, हिस्सा है मोहब्बत ज़िंदगी का. In a management video, don't tell me what is the love doing. There is no word without love, compassion and infatuation. And what is love? When somebody feels about you and you feel too. तेरे से बात करना, झगड़ा करना, आर्गू करना, टकराव करना, बहस करना, पता ही नहीं चला. इस सब के बीच में कब प्यार हो गया. The biggest problem in communication is that we do not listen to understand. We are ready to give the reply. People don't listen you fully. And in training most of the time, in communication classes, we have been telling that please listen to what other person is telling and then you fabricate, make, or even design your answer. No, people will just reply you halfway and then both the parties suffers. Most of the pain in the world is not due to the heartbreaks and cracked relationships. The real pain is due to the break in the trust, Vishwas. So many years in the training and 60 to 70% all trainings are focused on the team building. Very important aspect as far as the cross-hierarchical, cross-structural teams are concerned in the organization. But the fact remains, it is the trust, whether it is the family life, organization life, or even as a matter of fact, your personal life. While you are sanitizing and wiping everything clean, hatred, revenge and jealousies are the viruses to sanitize them too. मास्क पहन लिया, sanitize कर लिया. Everything we want to clean, we have learned a new culture in pandemic. Distances, masks, sanitization. But I keep on asking the people that when you learn to sanitize the hatred, revenge, jealousy, these are the bigger human viruses even as compared to the corona. मन का द्वेष, विवाद, नकारात्मकता और गलत भावनाएं, इनका भी तो परित्याग करना सीखिए. Know your worth, know your value, and don't let anybody define yourself. मत अलाउ कीजिए लोगों को आपकी कीमत आंकने के लिए. आपका रुतबा, आपके गुण, आपकी strength, they are very important. Whenever you get an opportunity, please try to define yourself. लोग डिफाइन करेंगे तो अपने रंग देंगे, अपनी परिभाषाएं देंगे, अपने बायसेस, प्रेजुडिसेस देंगे, लेकिन हमारी सच्ची परिभाषा तो वही है ना जो रोज़ आईने में हम खुद देखते हैं. A man has done nothing for you until he has made you his wife. I think this is about love and relationship. कहते हैं कि किसी इंसान ने सच्ची मोहब्बत की है तो वो रिश्ते में बदल जानी चाहिए, लेकिन विवादपूर्ण है, मैं नहीं मानता इसको. अब हर रिश्ते में शादी तो नहीं हो सकती ना. स्टॉप आइडलाइजिंग द बॉयफ्रेंड्स. चंद लोगों से मोहब्बत करो, एक से करो, लेकिन मुकाम तक पहुंचने और पहुंचाने का तरीका सीखो. Get up in the morning and you have the 24 hours in front of everyone. Now this is up to you how to utilize that. I have my personal opinion getting up very early in the morning, and by the time it is 9 o'clock, I am awake and up on my terrace garden doing so many things for the 4 hours. So these are the additional 4 hours in my life. Learn to prioritize your time. Learn to understand the difference between the urgent and important. Learn to understand what is to be done, what is to be left, what is to be dumped, what is to be carried on for the next day. Yes, I think we are talking about the time management. How do you impress, influence, and fascinate? I think this is all about the leadership. We have few videos on that. It is strange that nobody watches you when you're doing good things, but they catch you when you make the single mistake. I think this is a very strange strategic observation. 1000 बातें अच्छी हो जाए, शायद उसका कोई धन्यवाद न दे, लेकिन आपके द्वारा एक गलती लोग पकड़ के बैठ जाते हैं. Well friends, these were some of my views. As I told you, I am not an Einstein. I am not a Shakespeare, a very ordinary person. But I keep watching the people around me. And in the same way, I want you to keep watching the people around you too. ये दुनिया एक लाइब्रेरी है दोस्तों, भरमार है किताबों की. कईयों के चेहरे बोलते हैं, बस आपको पन्ने पलटने का सलीका आना चाहिए. हर पन्ना आपसे कुछ न कुछ कहता है. It is up to you how you understand it. I remember a very famous line in my classroom whenever a person will make a comment, and I used to say, तू एक शब्द बोला, तूने अपने व्यक्तित्व का मेरे सामने एक पन्ना खोला. And the real problem starts when you come across the people who doesn't talk too much. ऐसे इंसानों को समझने में थोड़ी सी मुश्किल होती है. We still say the communication is the best component and the best aspect of your personality. One of the best, finest skill in the world. एक बोलता है, दूसरा सुनता है, तो रिश्ता आगे बढ़ता है. Thank you friends for being with me. I hope we will learn something. We'll not listen this video, but we'll try to apply some of the components which I have expressed, and they are mostly the practical experience. Thank you very much.